Hey everyone, Samia and Ron Hoon here. Ron, happy Monday.
Thank you, Samia. Same to you.
Thank you. Let's talk about something that made some headlines over the weekend. It's still a big talker.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban. You know him, the businessman, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
Right.
Apparently, he has come out and said that he's open to being either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton's vice president.
Yeah, apparently he's got all this, between running an NBA franchise and Shark Tank and everything else, he's got plenty of time to help run the country. I saw a headline this morning that said, this is the future of politics. Because basically you have personalities that are larger than life, Donald Trump with no government experience, and people are like, we're willing to give somebody a try who has no government experience. And Mark Cuban would be the same thing, except, you know, he has a kind of a different persona and following, I think, but a lot of people love him as a result.
He's very much that independent sort of guy.
Yes.
He said that Hillary would need to be a little more center for it to work. But what's interesting is Hillary Clinton appeared on Meet the Press yesterday and actually talked about this possibility of Mark Cuban. She didn't like write it off.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know what she actually said about Mark Cuban?
Sure.
Business people have, especially successful business people who are really successful as opposed to pretend successful, I think have a lot to offer. Did she, like, was that a dig at Donald Trump, pretend successful?
You know, but here's what happened. She answered it, and then in the middle of her answer, I think she thought, whoa, this could be interpreted as I'm endorsing Donald Trump, or at least the background of Donald Trump. So then she had to throw in that, because the polls right now, SK, show her lead, which at one point was double digits, has just completely evaporated. So she may, I mean, I don't think she's in the position where she needs to do a Hail Mary on a vice president, right?
Right.
Pull somebody crazy who nobody expects. But she's completely lost her lead. And I think that's the big question of the day, which is either what is she doing wrong or what is Donald Trump doing right that has suddenly made this race now, instead of a blowout for her, as tight as a drum. Some polls say he's on top already.
We're all talking about it as if Bernie's out of the race, which he's not.
No. And he could make things uncomfortable for her all the way through the convention.
It's possible. Anyways, we want to know your take. Would Mark Cuban be a good vice president? And I mean, it's just interesting because he'd really be open to either presidential candidate.
Yeah.
That to me is funny.
All right, give us your feedback right here.